going into the bye week, a long flight home. The energy in here is amazing. How big was it to get a win here today?
It was great, man. It was a good win for us, and we just got to keep building on it. Going into the bye week, with a good feeling, and after the bye week, I don't think we have nobody in this locker room got to say who we're playing. So it's gonna be pretty good. But going to the bye week with confidence, coming off a win, and just trying to get this team rallied up and get a roll going.
You guys were able to get a lot of pressure on Bortles, but he also was able to actually do a lot of things. What was that battle like, going back and forth with him throughout the whole game?
Yeah, it was a good battle. I think Coach Jim, he called a good game. We switching things up. As y'all can see, we blitzed more than probably we ever did since he's been here. But anyway, at the end of the day, we got the job done. Guys, was held accountable and did everything they needed to do.
Is that fun for you to blitz that much?
Man, it was fun. Especially to see Chris Long having fun out there. You got an old man like Chris Long out there running around getting sacks. It's always fun to watch.
You kind of talk about the significance of leaving here with a win?
I think the biggest thing for us is for this team, the way we came out and played today, is we've had our backs against the wall before, and for us it was. I hate saying this, but it was a must-win for us. And this team, we all rallied up and were able to come out with a W.
What did you make of the last couple of days, the travel?
It wasn't business for me. For me, I probably left the hotel once, went and got a little food, but that's it. I knew what we came here for. There was to play a football game, and maybe someday I'll come back and visit. It's beautiful here, and I want to come back and visit someday.
Am I right that you maybe took a few other plays more off today than the last few games?
Yeah, it's one of those things where we got to trust the young guys. We got to trust Trayvon and Bruce to be out there. Now we got a good rotation. We got Haloti back, and we got the two younger guys playing, and we got to trust those guys. And I trust those guys. Coach Wilson trusts those guys, and know that they'll get the job done. So when I wasn't out there, I got 100% faith in those guys.
That was just me. Even if it wasn't, I got to do a better job of that because you can't leave it in anybody else's hands but your own. So I just have to do a better job of that.
How has it been? To be a rookie and have a role that changes kind of each week. Has that been challenging at all, or?
Nah, man, I'm blessed to be here, so I'm just staying patient, waiting for whenever my opportunity may come. Just taking it one day at a time, trying to get better each day.
Did you think you had a shot at the end zone on that one on the left?
I tried. I got to get one. One of these days, I'm gonna break through there.
Did you expect to be like as big a part of the offense as you were today?
I just each and every week try to stay ready. You never know what can happen on game day, so I try to prepare as well. Just so happened that I got a little bit more today, but I don't focus on stuff like that. I just try to focus on what I can do, and if I get my number called, then I try to take advantage of it.
The opportunities so far have been kind of few and far between. Do you feel like you're a lot more confident that they trust you more and all that?
I think that trust comes at the beginning of the week, starting that first day of practice. I try to do whatever I can to improve, show my improvement, show, me improving on little things. Each and every week try to work on something different. So I think it comes way before, the game even starts. And I try to take advantage of my opportunity then, the reps I get in practice.
I thought we handled it pretty well. Especially for the group that they have, hats off to them. They got a tremendous defensive front. The D-line that they have, between, you can literally go down all the starters and all the backups, and you still are dealing with starting caliber players. So, we knew that we were going to have to be effective and slow them down in order to have success on offense. And, even when, Isaac Sayamalu hasn't had a rep of tackle in probably 5-6 weeks, is starting to play right tackle. He goes out there and he's, for the most part, getting it done. So, hats off to him, hats off to V. Wiz stepped in there, did a great job for us. It was a joint effort. Jeff Stoutland does a great job of making sure that we have a plan in case things like this happen and guys are ready to go. It was maybe a little bit more than we like for this one, but I'm happy with the way our group responded for sure.
What happened to you on that one play?
I was just telling these guys I caught a cleat to the crown jewels.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wait, literally?
Quite literally, yeah.
They're in London, Stu. They're in the tower.
Oh, does it? Okay, sorry.
What do you make of these games here and growing the game internationally?
It's just a special situation to be a part of. I think that this is my first time playing here for sure, and I was coming into the game not really knowing what to expect, just kind of approaching it like a normal away game. But obviously, driving around through the streets and seeing that you really are in a different country, and and then the moment they hit the save the queen out on the field, and it was very few times do you feel like you're experiencing something new at this point. For me, at least, played in the league for 8 years. I've played in almost all the stadiums in the United States, at least, and to be able to be a part of spreading this game, to be a part of playing it in front of fans that aren't able to watch it every single week in person. They're limited in the amount of games they get to see. It's special to be a part of, and it's a very, very fun experience, I would say.
Coaches did a great job game planning all week, and we did a good job executing. Wendell on that screen, we had people blocking downfield. It's a team effort, and we were able to crease them a couple times, which is big in the game. So, you got to give credit to the coaches, the players out there, just executing what their jobs were.
You said enough about the way you guys mixed it up with the run, because the run was very effective in this game.
We needed to get the run game going. It hasn't been incredible for us, and that's, a team effort. The running backs have been doing everything they can. We just need to do a better job creating holes for them. But, if you can run the ball, that opens up everything. So that is a big, we got to do it.
And in terms of going to the bye week now, back at 500, just how important is that with the second half of the season in mind?
That's huge. We talked about this game, kind of getting back on track, getting the win, going into bye week, and just keep going from there. So really excited to get back to work for the next week.
All right, another game, another touchdown for you. What did you see on that play? Take me through it.
We were lined up in a big formation with, the tight ends all on one side, and I was able to sneak out the backside and kind of got cut loose. So, that's basically it. Carson did a great job finding me. The tight ends, O-line did a great job blocking it up for Carson to have time.
And that spike was very exciting, got the crowd going. How are you feeling in that moment?
Right there, I was pretty excited. I didn't know where everybody else was coming from, so I bought myself a little bit of time with the spike. It's a fun part of the game, so just made the most of it.
Getting to the quarterback, and especially early. Guys were winning on our one-on-ones. We had some good schemes. Eventually, Blake Bortles did a great job of just kind of stepping up and avoiding some of the rushes, so we had to take off the gas a little bit, but early it was working for us.
You had the 17-3 lead, and when they scored and got closer, was there we're not going to let this happen again kind of moment for you guys?
Well, you don't speak those things into existence, but there was, the entire game there was an emphasis on that playing a full quarters. And obviously when they scored, we looked at that drive, and it was a lot of small details. One guy here or there doing, being out of place, and then they make plays. So the emphasis was looking back at the cards, getting back to the small details. Jim did a good job of putting us in some defenses that settled us down, kept us in some good spots, and then we executed.
How much do you think you guys
I think he did great. Come in, first play I told him they're going to take a shot at you, and they throw deep at him. He's in a good spot. Didn't have any kind of mental errors. Wasn't confused. We didn't have to over-communicate. He just came in, did his job, which has kind of been the theme of our secondary so far this year. And none more important in this game right here.
I just see him run across the field, and I know I dived down and tried to hit him my hardest, and the ball popped out.
Ball popped out, Malcolm Jenkins gets it. Suddenly, from potentially going maybe 6 points down at the half, you're going 4 up.
Yeah, Jenkins there, and he made a good play on it, picked it up. Try to get it in the end zone so we could get out there and do our celebration, but it's good as long as we got the ball back to our offense and they got it in the end zone for us.
And back to 500 in the division now, half a game behind the Redskins. How important is that with a bye week now around the corner?
It's important. Every game is important from now on. Like I said, we're going into the bye week with a win, so we're feeling good. Going into the 2 weeks from now, we're going into the week ready to play again.
And officially, you guys were the road team today, but that was a noisy Eagles crowd.
Our fans are great. They travel everywhere we go. They always loud. In that stadium, it felt like a championship game. It was filled to the top, so pretty good.
Well done today.
Thank you.
Avante, it seemed like Jim Schwartz was pretty animated at the end there. I saw him kind of shake his headset. What was that moment like with you guys there? What was he saying?
Yeah, I seen him do his head sit down on the ground. Nah, he was just happy. Excited. Seeing him ready to close the game out. So we haven't got really to talk to him right now yet, so it was really excited. Everyone is excited. That was a big game for us going into the bye week. We needed that.
What was the feeling like in your afterwards before we got in, just kind of last 10, 15 minutes?
It was excited. It's cheerful, music playing, everybody up dancing, singing. So, it's a good feeling, going into it.
Your helmet on that ball.
I can't hear you.
You look like you got your helmet on the ball.
I knew I was going to go across his body, and, trying to make a play for the guys, and trying to make a play my hardest, and then we get the ball back to the offense while we had time.